Hey everyone, I just thought I would do a review for you today. Now, by the time you see this game would already have been returned, but I thought I should tell you about it. It's this one, called Facebreaker. And you can see it this one is for the Xbox 360, they do make it for the PS3 as well. It is an arcade boxing game, very similar to the Ready to Rumble or even Mike Tyson's Punch-Out series, which many of us are familiar with. I was looking forward to an arcade-style boxing game since there really haven't been any released on these newer consoles. I was always a big fan of the Ready to Rumble series back on the Nintendo 64. I thought it was fun, it was interesting, the characters were different and unique, the gameplay was phenomenal, and with a very interesting creative character feature on here. You could take photos on the internet, or, excuse me, sorry, I had some chili dogs, or you can use an Xbox Live Vision camera or the PS3i to take photos of yourself, and you can use these to pretty much put your face on the character, and then you can change out hair, eye color, facial hair designs. It was a very fun and interesting idea and experience, and I was happy that my Xbox Live camera was not just collecting dust I now had a use for it. But that's all the good this game had to offer. There's a very, very small roster of characters. Each of them are very interesting, but they all kind of fall short. There's no intricate use of combos and punches. There's three kinds of punches. There's upper, lower, and haymakers. That's it. The block system was, while interesting, piss poor of an idea. There's your dodge, parry, and basic block. You can block high, you can block low. The parry, you have to block and hit the upper or lower, and then you'll be able to block the opponent's punch and then hit him. Or there's dodge. You can either hold a high punch or low punch, and whenever they're punching, you can dodge it and then try to swing at them. Now, the thing is this was just piss poor. It really, 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 really was. Not just the basic concept of it, it's pretty much all about timing. It's a timing game, not a sports game, not an arcade game. It's a timing game. You just have to time out where you're going to go, and then you have to attack. It makes it very boring and not as energetic as it really could have been. And that also leads to another problem. By putting so much emphasis on the parry system, you make it kind of hard to put a block system in. The block still works. You can still block an opponent's punches, but what's the point? You're better off just trying to parry his attacks so you can beat the fuck out of him and switch things up. It really did make the game bleh. Now, also, about the parry system, the controls on this game are very, 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 very laggy. They do not respond very well at all. It's almost impossible, once someone starts an upper and lower set of combos, it's almost impossible to put a parry, a block, or a dodge in there. I did beat this game, let me make this perfectly clear. I did, but it was a fucking pain in the ass. You might think, well, there's nothing wrong with a good challenge. This is true. I don't mind losing a round, 100 rounds, as long as I had fun doing it. The rounds were close, and I knew it was an equal, fair draw. But in this game, I never got that sense. I never got the sense of a fair match. Not once. Each boxer also, and this was a major issue to me, has a unique fighting style. One character might be big on parries. There's a guy, Romeo, who will always have his block up, and if you try to hit him, he'll always parry you. You have to re-parry him or dodge him and then hit him. Stuff like this was boring. Just how each character has their personal, unique fighting style. I really did miss EA's Fight Night. Fight Night, let's face it, is the better of the series. There's no other boxing game that can compare to it. Great creative character. Another issue on this boxing game, and it might just be because I'm so used to Fight Night, is the whole level up system. With most boxing games, almost any sports games actually, you can do exercises to increase your speed, power, defense, stuff like this. This was not in there, and so it made the game kind of boring. Kind of like I didn't really want to play it. I ran into it for one night. It's being returned today. I'll probably put this, by the time this video is up, it'll probably already be gone, and I'll completely forget about it. Just, it wasn't interesting enough. There wasn't enough uniqueness in it to hold my attention. The Brawl It Out, it allows you to your opponents see to talk before and after a fight, and yeah, it gives a little bit of personalization to the characters, but really, this game is worth a one-night rent. If you want a couple of easy achievements for your 360, I'd go ahead and get it. There's a couple trophy heads, so I'm not sure if on the PS3 it'll work on the little trophy system or not. You know what, guys? Today's the 11th upon the time I'm recording this. Guess what? The Force Unleashed is coming out pretty soon, so I think I'll pretty much be preoccupied with that. So this game is going to really be put on my back burner and forgotten about. And hopefully not too many people rent it after this. If you want me to rate this, I have to give this a 4 out of 10. Just graphically, it was not appealing. When in a boxing ring, I want to see people around the ring. I want to see, there be some energy in there. I mean, maybe beer cans being thrown. I mean, even the Rocky boxing games on the PlayStation 2 had more depth and detail than this game did. While the Rocky games seemed to have a piss-poor kind of trial to it, kind of, build up to it, and then just sad. This game was just far worse. There was so much to it they could have done, and they didn't. 4 out of 10 is gracious, in my opinion. And I didn't bother to check what it was rated on other websites. I knew that on GameStop.com, they gave it a low rating, saying a good presentation, bad control scheme, and that's definitely present. That's the best way to sum this game up. 4 out of 10 for Facebreaker for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. I hope EA, they're a big company now, and I think they're starting to fall in terms of game quality. It used to be Madden. Fucking Madden every year was something new that was bigger and was better. This Madden 09 I've been hearing a lot of talk about. I haven't had a chance to play it yet because Maddens are all just kind of the same to me. But, EA really hasn't been on the ball in terms of the game quality lately. And they did buy BioWare out, and BioWare is working, their BioWare department is working on Mass Effect 2, and we know that BioWare is capable of great games. There's also been talk of the Jade Empire 2. So maybe EA will be able to actually do something this time. Who knows? Facebreaker, 360, 4 out of 10. Later.